Oh yeah, look at those there. Beauties. Now you guys can see all those follicles. Check her out. She's periscoping, doing her thing, letting dad ultrasound her. Let's go. Oh yeah, look at that. 31.7 is the average. So this girl is almost there. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike from Balls of Fury. Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are ultrasounding some female ball pythons. It's that time of the month for us to check on some of these girls we've been pairing up, see where their follicular growth is at. It's also a really good time to track when we need to pair that male with her, depending on the size of the follicles. Follicles are what are going to grow and eventually become the egg when they get fertilized. So we're going to check on these females, see if there's some growth, and I love ultrasounding day. It gets me hyped up every single time, you guys. Let's jump in and ultrasound the first female. The first girl on the list is our beautiful dreamsicle female here. Check out our girl Diamond. She's been pairing up with our boy Future. She looks absolutely gorgeous. And the area that we want to ultrasound is this lower 1/3 of her body. That's where the follicles are going to be sitting, is somewhere in that vicinity. So that's where we're going to ultrasound her. I'm actually going to kind of straighten her out a little bit more to make it a little bit easier on us. And in this case, to ultrasound, we need our beautiful ultrasounding probe. This is a linear probe. This is the best type of probe for ultrasounding snakes. And you need your ultrasounding gel. So let's throw some gel up on this probe and get into ultrasounding. So we're gonna unfreeze frame this, and we're gonna come right in here. And I already see some follicles here. Oh yeah, look at those there. Beauties. Now you guys can see all those follicles right next to each other. Let's try to get this one right in the middle here. Sorry, she's moving a little bit. Oh yeah, boom. Cool. So we freeze frame that, you guys, and check it out. Look at how nice those follicles look. They definitely look a lot bigger than the last time that I ultrasounded her. Now it's time to get a measurement on these follicles. Let's see where our girl is at as far as her follicle size. Now, the last time I ultrasounded her, she was at about 16 millimeters, and that was about a month ago. So we're gonna go from top to the bottom. And the only thing I don't like about this ultrasound machine, you guys, is this little like mouse thing. It's kind of hard to control. And oh yeah, already I can see that she has grown some. And I'd say like right about here is where that follicle ends. So we're gonna go side to side as well. Try to get this as accurate as I can, you guys. It's a little bit hard from the side view. Don't worry about getting me in the frame. Boom. Oh yeah. Already some growth from this girl. Beautiful. She's locked up a few times with the male too, which is awesome. But we definitely want to get a lock on her soon. 19.4 is the average right now. Boom. And boom. Cool. 19.8 is the average, you guys, and that's really good. I typically like to start pairing them at around 15 millimeters. So when I ultrasound my female and I see she's at 15 millimeters, which this girl was at last month, that's a great time to start pairing. Now, over the course of a month, she's grown almost 5 millimeters. So that's a huge amount of growth. She's trending in the right direction, which makes me super excited. And now I want to get a lock on her at 20 millimeters, which is right about where she's at. And the last time she locked with the male was about a month ago. I believe it was January 12th was when they locked. I'll have to check my notes, but it's definitely coming up soon where I need to pair them again. But I might pair them next week since she's so close to 20 millimeters. But that is great news. Now, the next thing I like to do, just for my records, is I always take a picture of the follicle so I can keep track of this female's growth. So you guys can see the screen on the phone. We're just going to take a nice picture, and then I'll label this as Diamond or Dreamsicle, and I will keep that in my notes so that next month when we ultrasound her, we can see if she grew even more. Next up, we got my girl Ferrari. Check her out. She's actually periscoping. She's actually got a little bit of a swell going on right here, which is awesome. Let's get some gel on our ultrasound probe and get right into it, you guys. Let's go. Now, Ferrari is starting to refuse food, and oh yeah, you can see she's got some big ones here. Now, what I'm actually going to do too, guys, is I'm going to zoom out a little bit so it's easier for me to kind of get them in the frame. But you can see, look at those nice sized follicles. Try to get it a little bit clearer here. Look at that. Look at those follicles there. Boom. And, oh, I can get a little bit clearer. Boom. I'm a perfectionist, you guys. Boom. There we go. Now it's time to measure that up. Looks like Ferrari's got some pretty big ones. Look at this girl. Check her out. She's periscoping, doing her thing, letting Dad ultrasound her. Let's go. I'm going to put distance. We're going to measure this. They look pretty big, so we should have some nice sized follicles going on. And she's definitely starting to swell too, which is a great sign. And she's now starting to kind of slow down on feeding. She actually refused last week for the first time since starting to pair her. And yeah, look at how big these are getting. This is awesome. I'd say like right about there is good. And she's developing really fast, you guys. Really fast. What do you think? Right about there? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, she's got some really good sized follicles. Now, this isn't really a great view of it, you guys, but some really good sized follicles. Where is my handy dandy phone? Let's take a picture of this for our data and our records. And our girl Ferrari definitely growing nicely. Boom. I want to show you guys an example of a female with some really big follicles. This girl is probably pretty much done being paired. I do want to see where she's sitting at to kind of get an idea if I do need one more lot, but she's pretty much almost ovulating. This is our girl Versace, the yellow belly pied. And I mean, if I kind of stretch her out, you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about. Right in this area, look at that swell there. That's exactly where we want to ultrasound this girl. Let's get some gel on our probe and get to work. So we're going to keep the screen kind of zoomed out, guys. That way it's a little bit easier to see these follicles because they are relatively big. And I'm just going to try to move her body a little bit. Look at how big those follicles are, guys. Those are pretty much eggs at this point. Look at how big they are. You can see all those follicles really clear. Let me see if I turn this gain down a little bit, if it's a little bit clearer. Or actually, let me kind of, there we go. Look at that. Look at the size of those guys. Really big. Really good size, and she's got quite a few in there. And now she's moving on us. But you guys get the idea. They're pretty big. Let me see if we could try to at least get a measurement on her. I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, you guys. It's all about patience, because let me tell you guys, sometimes they definitely don't want to cooperate when you want to ultrasound. So here we go. Sorry, baby. Oh, that's a perfect looking one right there. Go ahead and freeze that there. Look at that. That is a massive follicle. That is basically an egg. Let's get into measuring this follicle, guys. Or should I say egg? It's pretty freaking big. I'm so pumped to see Versace's babies, guys. They're going to be beautiful. She was bred to a blackhead red jean dreamsicle. Let's see how freaking big these are. Oh yeah, 28.2 there. She's right on the cusp. So this is basically probably like her pre-ovulation, guys. So we might need to get one more lock in with her if she's at 30. That's another point in the breeding where I'd like to get my last lock is around this size. And she actually did just lock with Takeoff not too long ago, probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So they're probably due for a lock very soon. Right now it looks like we've got an average of 31.4. Let's just get this side to this side. Oh yeah, look at that. 31.7 is the average. So this girl is almost there. Typically, they ovulate at about 35 to 40 millimeters. So she is approaching that. In a couple months, you guys, we should have some eggs from that girl. We're going to go ahead and take our picture for our records. We'll mark the date and everything. And that's pretty much going to wrap up the ultrasounding episode today. If you guys enjoyed it, please do me a favor and smash the like button. Drop some comments down below if this video helped you learn how to ultrasound. I'm telling you guys, the ultrasound machine was one of the best investments I've made other than the snakes and the rack systems. This piece of equipment is amazing. It will really help you a lot. And it really helps you to maximize your males. It helps you to know when to rest your males and when to use them. It's a game-changing piece of equipment, and I highly recommend that you invest in one if you're serious about breeding ball pythons. Also, guys, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'd really appreciate that. Smash notification bell so you guys don't miss any of the content we've got coming out for you. We've got a lot of cool stuff happening down the road, and I can't wait to share it with you all. Big shout out to the Recessive Gang as always. Darius, AJ, and Dre. Keep doing your thing, you guys. Keep killing it. I will talk to everyone very soon. Peace.